Helping children cope with changes resulting from COVID-19. Cesar Rodney School District school psychologist. As a parent, it can be tough having conversations about challenging topics with our children. And this subject may be hard to put into words, especially since we are in the midst of making such major adjustments to our daily lives. Yes, the COVID-19 pandemic is a heavy topic to discuss with our children, but social media like Facebook and other media platforms such as the news makes our kids aware of what's going on in the world regardless. So it is our responsibility as parents to make sure we address these issues with our children in a way that helps them become informed while making sure they feel safe. Having these conversations will help them learn more about the world, give them a sense of control over their risk for infection, and helps to reduce anxiety. Let's check out the following tips.
Stay calm, listen, and offer reassurance. Be a role model. Children will react and follow your reactions. They learn from your example. Be mindful that emotions can be contagious. Be aware of how you talk about COVID-19. Your discussion about COVID-19 can increase or decrease your child's fear. Remind your child that you are going to do everything within your power to keep loved ones safe and well. Explain social distancing. Children may not understand why they aren't allowed to go see their friends. It may help to explain how staying away from others will help prevent the spread of COVID-19. You can also tell older children that your family is following the guidelines from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, which include social distancing. Demonstrate deep breathing. Deep breathing is a valuable tool for calming the nervous system. Do breathing exercises with your children. Focus on the positive. Celebrate having more time to spend as a family. Make it as fun as possible. Do family projects, organize belongings, create masterpieces. Sing, laugh, and go outside if possible to get exercise and connect with nature. Allow older children to connect with their friends virtually. Establish and maintain a daily routine. Keeping a regular schedule provides a sense of control, predictability, calm, and well-being. It also helps children and other family members respect others' need for quiet or uninterrupted time, or when they connect with their friends virtually. It may help to give children some choices within the schedule. Children can also help write out and decorate their schedules. Identify projects that might help others. This could include writing letters to the neighbors or others who might be stuck at home alone, or to healthcare workers. Sending messages over social media or reading a favorite children's book on a social media platform for younger children to hear. And finally, offer lots of love and affection.
Monitor television viewing and social media. Parents and guardians should monitor television, internet, social media viewing for themselves and their children. Watching continual updates on COVID-19 may increase fear and anxiety. Developmentally inappropriate information or information designed for adults can also cause anxiety or confusion, particularly in young children. Information is always becoming available and ever-changing. Be aware of the sources of the information, making sure they are reputable and offering reliable information. Fact check before sharing information. Beware of posts that increase fear and don't trust everything you see. The goal is to try and minimize any anxiety a child is experiencing at this time. And one way is by limiting the amount of time spent viewing information regarding COVID-19. Dispel rumors and inaccurate information. Talk about factual disease information and provide alternatives. Focus on the facts. Engage your child in activities they will enjoy. During this time, interact together with games, crafts, a hobby, or outdoor activities to keep their mind, as well as yours, on more positive things.
It's important that during this time, you take the time to talk with your children. Let your children's questions guide you and allow them many opportunities to ask questions and provide information based on what your children are asking. Answer their questions truthfully, but don't offer unnecessary details or facts. For example, if your child asks about deaths, you can share that some people have died, but you don't need to elaborate on how many or how old they were. Giving children knowledge about the situation can provide them with a sense of control. For example, knowing that there are things they can do to stay safe. Additionally, you may need to talk with your children several times as the situation evolves. It's important that when you're talking with your children, you are sharing information that is honest and accurate. Children often imagine situations that are worse than reality. Therefore, offering developmentally appropriate facts can help reduce fears. Tell your child that this disease spreads between people who are in close contact with one another, when an infected person coughs or sneezes, or when one touches infected objects or surfaces. Staying up to date with information can help everyone cope. And a good way to stay up to date with the latest facts is by going to the website for the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, which will be on a later slide in this presentation.
You know your child best, so let their questions lead the conversation in terms of how much to convey. But make sure to include information provided by health experts. Remember to always stay calm and reassuring. Hone in on facial clues and body posture, because many children may not present their concerns up front. Be patient. Younger children may ask a few questions and then come back later to ask more questions again. Be patient and ready to continue the conversation. We want to make sure we keep our explanations age appropriate. With early elementary school children, offer reassuring conversations about COVID-19 that are brief and factual. Assure them that the adults in their lives are there to maintain health and safety, and provide examples of good hygiene practices. For upper elementary and early middle school children, provide information regarding actions taken from community leadership and your child's school to prevent germs from spreading. These children in this age range tend to be more verbal. They'll ask questions and they're interested in future outcomes. So they may need additional support separating fact from fiction. We want to make sure we discuss efforts nationally, statewide, and in the community. And then for upper middle school and high school children, we want to give accurate, honest, and factual information about the current status of COVID-19. Make sure that you refer to the COVID-19 facts.
It's incredibly important to stay connected to school at this time. You're going to want to locate learning resources. Schools are working hard to provide lessons and learning activities for children to complete from home. How this looks may differ based on your child's school or grade level. Take advantage of the many companies and online platforms currently offering free learning opportunities. Check with your child because their school may be offering additional learning resources from a free platform. YouTube can also be a great free learning resource if you use it right. You can find on there engaging educational videos tied to your child's interests to make learning fun for them. Also be on the lookout on Cesar Rodney's website for videos being created by CR's related service providers and nurses, as they are releasing relevant educational videos frequently. Identify additional resources. Know if your school or district is providing additional resources, such as meals or assistive technology, like internet or devices for those with limited access. Also, stay in touch. Find out how the school is communicating with families and students. This may be in the form of emails, phone calls from teachers, or all calls from principals. Also, check with your children, particularly older ones, as they may be receiving information differently or directly that would be helpful for you to know. Finally, connect with school staff. Reach out to your child's teacher and other relevant school staff if you have concerns about their coping and keeping up with assignments or activities. We have resources and people who are willing to help. It seems like there's new information coming out weekly, if not daily, about this pandemic, how it spreads and how to prevent it, and what symptoms to look out for. The big ones have stayed consistent though. And by those, we're talking about fever, dry cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, and tiredness. Some people might also experience aches and pains, nasal congestion, runny nose, sore throat, diarrhea, chills, muscle pain, headache, sore throat, or new loss of taste or smell. On average, it takes 5 to 6 days from when someone is infected with the virus for these symptoms to show. However, it can take up to 14 days. People with mild symptoms who are otherwise healthy should self-isolate. So seek medical attention if you have any of these symptoms. Make sure you call ahead though.
Model basic hygiene. Encourage your children to practice simple hygiene steps to prevent the virus. Wash your hands several times a day for 20 seconds. This can be done through singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or Happy Birthday, especially for the younger ones. When you do this twice, it's about 20 seconds. Compliment your child when using a Kleenex or when they sneeze or cough into the bend of their elbow. Teach them the importance of throwing away used tissues immediately after sneezing or coughing. Provide handshakes and hugs only to immediate family, at least for now. This is an important way of practicing social distancing. Model healthy lifestyle practices. Foster a sense of control. Offering guidance on what they can do to prevent infection offers students a way to have a sense of control, which reduces anxiety. Control can be fostered through providing them with chores or tasks to be responsible for. You may have to initially assist your child with learning these skills. For example, helping out with siblings, learning to cook, feeding pets, emptying the dishwasher, or making their bed. Make sure tasks are age appropriate. Be positive. Focus on things you can do and can control. Spend time with your family. Learn new activities such as playing board games or hopscotch using sidewalk chalk. Remind your children of the leader in me and how they can use their 7 habits during this time. Build the immune system through a balanced diet, getting enough sleep, and exercise. Building your immune system helps you fight off infection.
Be aware of your children's mental health. Most children will be able to manage during these times. However, some may need additional support. Be aware of the risk factors that some children are facing, including existing mental health problems, severe reactions, and anxiety. Some children may even have the loss of a loved one, so please be mindful of that. Parents and caregivers should contact professionals if they see exhibiting changes for more than 2 weeks. Also, please be aware of your children's mental health, including the significant changes, such as preschoolers, who may identify with bedwetting, sleep disturbances, regression in behavior. Elementary schoolers may exhibit irritability, clinginess, nightmares, and school avoidance. And adolescents may exhibit sleeping and eating disturbances, agitation, delinquentism, and poor concentration. Please be mindful of the various stages that your child may be exhibiting.
Please refer to the references on this page for more detailed information about the topics covered in this presentation. We have also included some additional resources for your consideration that will expand upon some of the topics that we've already covered. If you have any additional questions about the topics that we covered in this presentation, or how to better support your child's mental health during this crisis, please don't hesitate to reach out. We have included the names and contact information for each of our school psychologists on this slide, as well as the schools to which we are assigned. From all of us school psychologists, thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation. Stay tuned for more videos to be released in the future. Be well.